You're watching Face to Face, live from the CSL studio. Your host, Nesta Can.
Good afternoon and welcome to another episode of Face to Face. Yours truly, Nesta Can. And today we have a special guest in the studio.
Thank you.
She goes by the name of Shaniqua Kershaw. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. How about you?
I'm great. So what's new? What have you been up to?
Let's see. Last night, I really tried it, and I did a double session. So I trained a friend earlier in the day, and then I went to a boxing class. And it was my first time sparring, which is like actually like hitting somebody else, not just like a bag that's just there. And I was going in there and I was like, oh yeah, I got this. My instructors were like, yeah, you're so good. And that girl got me right in the nose. And I was like, oh, okay, we're going to practice a little bit. So it was a cute kind of like humbling moment. And it, I had a moment where I like actually put the gloves down and I was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
And he was like, and I haven't done that in a while, you know? And so I was defeated. And part of the thing with fitness for me and continuing to like have that be a part of my life is the emotion that I get from engaging in these challenges and overcoming them, and that feeling of triumph. So the instructor came over to me, he's like, no, I don't think so. And I was like, come on, you only got this little bit left. And I like power through it. And I was like a little dejected at the end, but I was like, we're going again, like in 2 more days, like once I can move my arms again. So it was an interesting experience. So I'm carrying that with me a little bit through the week, you know, when anything comes in my way, you know, that I got it.
So let me get this right. You're into fitness.
I'm very into fitness. Yes.
Okay. So you do kickboxing?
No, I'm just a straight up like traditional boxing right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think you said you are a fitness instructor yourself, or you're
yes. So I was doing there's this awesome program called Shape Up NYC.
Okay.
And that offers free drop-in classes in all 5 boroughs. So I was an instructor doing that for a couple of months. I decided to step back to educate myself a little more, become certified through the National Academy of Sports Medicine,
right,
and then kind of try that again and take on some clients. But right now I'm training some friends who are trying to set those cookies up, and it's been good practice for me in learning how to teach and learning how to bring myself down to different levels and work with different types of people. So,
yeah, because I saw on social media you were training somebody.
Yeah, that's my best friend.
You got them motivated and everything like
yes,
that.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, no, it's great because that's how you know when you know something, when you're able to teach it.
Okay.
So you're not just like parroting something, you actually have to make it click with other people as well.
So what else is on the agenda? You said something about meal packages and stuff like that. Your meal plans.
I'm trying to do the whole thing. Some of these awesome women in fitness that I follow, it's maybe 20% the exercise, and then the rest is your diet. It's so important. It doesn't matter if you go kill yourself for an hour, if you're just stuffing your face with the wrong stuff to fuel your body. So I love to cook. I'm an avid home chef. I'm always looking up different diets and things because I think it's fun to experiment with food.
Right.
And try different combinations and flavors and see how that kind of affects your body. So I'm definitely going to come up with a cookbook and different meal plans for people to follow while they're sweating it out. Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand it because a lot of people work out. So I'm not losing any weight, but they don't understand is what the food that they're putting into their bodies.
Absolutely.
Because they figured, I can junk out, I can eat and eat all kind of crazy stuff, and I'll just work it out, and I'll lose this. I lose the weight that the food that I put in, and plus more. So
yeah, no. And one thing too is alcohol is like a huge thing. Like that. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Alcohol, a lot of people understand that.
Yeah.
Sugars as well, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I used to, I would cut all the fat right out of my diet, and it'd just be, salads, a lot of healthy greens, even not having any alcohol, but drinking like a half a gallon of pineapple juice every 2 days, which has so much sugar in it. Like 1.5 glasses of it probably has all the sugar that you need in a day.
So basically, people who drink, remember, they're drinking alcohol plus the chaser.
Right? Yeah,
so
exactly.
That's like a bad combination,
it
right?
all adds
it
up.
all adds up.
It all adds up, yeah. I'm learning, I did one of those kind of fad diets, the keto diet. And It was a challenge because it was just like there's so much sugar in so many things.
Right.
And just realizing, I mean, even in, like some vegetables that I love, sweet potatoes and other stuff like that. So it was interesting to learn how to eat differently. And I mean, people who are diabetics as well, they have to follow a diet like that because they have issues with getting sugar into their cells. So,
right.
Yeah, it was a fun activity. Definitely.
How about this crash diet? You know, those intense workouts. Do you plan on doing that as well?
That's not something that I'm familiar with and tend to like. I want to stay away from because the word crash doesn't have like a positive connotation.
Right.
To me, I think that part of the reason why I've had success because
those 24-hour workouts, you see those kind of things you see on the CDs and the DVDs and stuff like that.
Oh, I love stuff like that.
You love stuff like that?
I love. I mean, when I was a kid, I used to watch Denise Richards and Jillian Michaels on TV.
Right.
And like, so I love things like that, and I want to do videos like that as well because some people don't have access to the gym or the resources for that or the time to even make it there.
Right.
But it is first and foremost a lifestyle. You know what I mean?
Right.
So anything that's just a fad to like fit into your dress in like 2 weeks is like not going to be sustainable.
But they advertise that a lot on TV though.
Because they're trying to make quick bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to make quick money. And once, I feel like once you take a product and you see that it's working for you and maybe you get a kind of dependency on it, you continue to purchase it and it's like, I can't do it without it. So the cleaner I can be with how I approach, my fitness and my lifestyle,
right.
I love that.
Nice.
Yeah, it takes time. That's the thing. Folks got to realize it takes time.
Yeah, people want to see they want to see results overnight.
I wish.
A lot of people want to see results overnight. Or if they don't see it working after like a good couple of weeks or so, they get discouraged and then they stop.
It's true. And then that's fine. You just have to reevaluate, and maybe you're just not doing the right stuff for your body.
Right. So that's why it also helps to have a personal trainer as well sometimes too, right?
I think it definitely can. It can, I mean, even just to keep you accountable. You know what I mean? Even if you know what to do, like I know what, I can probably design a program for myself. I have actually, because I've lost like 50 something pounds over the past like year and a half, 2 years.
Oh, wow.
So some of that was in classes, but initially it was all me coming up with the stuff that I needed to do. Mm-hmm. And some people can do that, but other people that have the ability to, but just it's easier to just be like, no, I'm gonna cheat a little bit. So to have an accountability person there with you,
right?
It's almost more fun when you have somebody with you and you can talk while you're on the treadmill or whatever. So
I definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
Now I also see that you're a model. You're into modeling as well.
I am. Yeah.
Okay.
I've started doing that over the past year.
Tell us a little bit more about that and how'd you get into it?
Sure. Well, I never thought of myself as really a model. I am an actress.
Okay.
I'm an actress and I'm a singer. And the whole thing with branding, you've got to put a look out there, sex sells, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I can piece together I think it was, I kind of just started getting compliments about some of the looks and some of the stuff that I buy. I love to go thrift shopping and find like funky old stuff.
Yeah.
So hearing enough times that people like kind of like the stuff that I had, I was like, I should start taking pictures like in these things. Like I want to put together looks. I love me a wig and I love some sparkles, like on my lips and my eyes.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let's just do it. Let's just dress up and have fun, not take it too seriously, and start taking these pictures. It can only help in your career as someone who's going to be in the public eye. So I just started hitting, and this coincides at the same time with me starting to lose my weight. So my confidence is building, and me taking the photos and seeing how I looked in that light also then helped me be like, okay, this is kind of what I want to target, and this is how I want to go about my fitness as well. So it was a growing activity in so many parts of my life. But yeah, I just started hitting up photographers, and it was very DIY, doing my own makeup, my own wigs, finding my own wardrobe. And I've gotten a little more guidance along the way, but it's still very much something that, I'm starting to build on and kind of get a bit more of a professional air to it. There's editing that goes into it that I'm kind of like about sometimes because sometimes people like to overdo it, and I don't like that. I want to be as authentic as possible. Like the person that you see in the photo, I want you to like see me in person, not be like, oh, is that your sister?
Oh, right. Yeah, that happens.
I don't like
yeah,
that.
that happens a lot.
Yeah.
Some people are completely different in person.
Yeah. So
especially a lot of women. They said, you guys have makeup on, and without the makeup, it's like, whoa.
I've seen those memes.
Do you do your own makeup?
It's part of our mysticism. I do.
Okay.
I do. Yeah, and that's a fun kind of artistic thing for me to do because I'm more of a performance artist.
Okay.
With the singing and the acting and such. But it's fun. My face is my palette, and all the sparkles and the shadows and all of that. It's my paint and accent and whatnot. So for me, I'm not trying to like transform into this like whole other beauty. It's to accent the beautiful palette that God already gave me,
right.
or goddess gave me, excuse me. But yeah, the modeling's been super fun, and I'm hoping that it'll help bring some more attention to other things that I'm doing as well. I'm also the lead in a web series that will be coming out this year.
Okay.
I'm super excited about that.
Of course, you can't talk about it right now because of,
I mean, we can talk a little bit, to some promo.
Okay. I know some people say, certain things are in the works. So
Right.
because of, contractual stuff like that.
we've got our Instagram out. It's called No Labels.
Right.
And it's basically focusing on the queer POC experience, specifically women and femmes and female identifying characters. And basically it's No Labels, the title, because in the queer community, we tend to label each other as people do anywhere. It's just the way that we try to understand each other, but also box each other in. And so it's like, well, if you're a real lesbian, then like, you can never have liked a man or like kissed a man or whatever. And
right.
so, in the series, we're kind of looking at those gray areas and like kind of the tensions that it causes in the queer community.
Okay.
And how it's not so, I mean, you define yourself first of all.
Right.
Like nobody else is going to tell you who you are.
Yeah.
So all that noise needs to be quieted. But yeah, it's been really dope. I am queer, so it's a project that like when I first, read the synopsis, I was like, oh, I'm super down with this.
Yeah.
Super down. African American women, Caribbean women. I have a Trinidadian heritage.
That's what I was gonna ask you. What's your background?
I'm Trini.
Trini? Okay.
Yeah. That's right.
You're not in Carnival right now.
I know. I'm so sad. But come Labor Day, you're gonna see me there.
Okay.
Yes, right there. Yes, I would love to put on one of those costumes.
Yeah.
Ever since I was a kid, my mom would take me out there.
Have you been to Trinidad before?
I have not been yet.
You haven't been?
I haven't been. I don't know what. I'm waiting for like some moment. I don't know what it is.
You don't know what you're missing.
I know. Have you been?
Of course, I've been there many
Amazing.
times. Yeah. My family's from Barbados.
Oh, okay. That's what's
Bajan
up.
background. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
That's good. So, are you the lead actress in this web series?
I am.
You are?
I am. Yes.
No, that's
I'm
nice.
so excited because it'll be like my first kind of like big thing.
Okay.
That I'm acting in. I was recently in a music video for this Nigerian artist named Nelson G's.
You look like you have some kind of African background. I mean, we all.
I know.
Like,
yeah. No,
like
I get that.
The cheekbones and
Yeah.
the facial structure.
Yeah, I get like West African a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but I'm not doing that 23andMe thing. No, I don't trust that. But as far as I know, like my great grandmother, her side is from the Philippines, and she's still alive. She's a hoot. But I don't know like how much backstory she could give me about my my family.
Right.
And then from Trinidad, so. I really have no idea, but people always say that as soon as they see me.
Yeah.
All the African dudes try to holler because they're like, my sister. And I'm like, right. I don't know where you're from.
Complexion and the
I'm
facial
not from
structure.
there right now, but
the
you know
eyes,
African
everything.
women are beautiful and very diverse in the way that they look. So I'm like, yes, any day. I'll be from anywhere. I don't care.
Yeah. Right. So as far as like modeling, do you have any goals to any specific thing you're trying to do with the modeling thing? Well, how tall are you?
Yeah.
Are you like you're decent height? Run, I mean,
I'm 5'6".
Okay, so runway model is not in the plans.
Unfortunately, it's not. You know what? But honestly, I've hit up some places some groups that are kind of streetwear focused.
Okay.
And they've shown interest. So, and during Fashion Week, it's like, of course, there's the official stuff, but there's offshoot stuff that happens.
When is Fashion Week? Is it in April?
It's a couple of times.
During the year, right?
I'm not sure exactly. I'm pretty sure one just passed, maybe 2.5 weeks ago. But yeah, walking definitely like isn't something that's I'm not particularly interested in that. If it was if it was like cool clothing or whatever, yeah, I would love to strut in some stuff, but
yeah,
definitely
your
like
personality,
a lazy, like, let me just sit here and like
no. Your personality seems like you like the stuff where you could just wear someone's clothing and just like model it or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I would
something cool.
You know what? As an artist, I and a developing person in general, I don't like like I enjoy exploring different things, foreign things that I think that I don't like or wouldn't like, so that if I'm saying I don't like it, then I know that I won't like it. That I don't like it after experiencing it. But yeah, why not try things?
Right. Have you met anyone famous in the business, whether it's in acting, modeling, or not famous, but Have you ever worked with any famous photographers or photographers
not yet. I'm not
on
there
the come up? Makeup artists, anything like that?
No, not yet. There are so many makeup artists that I would.
And when I said famous, I don't really mean like a celebrity superstar.
Right,
There's some people who have worked in the industry who who
have
do
clout.
makeup. Yeah, have clout.
Yeah. I think I have. I don't know if I'm comfortable blasting them.
You can do it. Some people don't like it. You can do it. You don't have to. Yeah.
No, I won't. But I will say that I am particular about working with talent of color. I think that just for opportunity's sake, like it's hard out here for us. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to keep it in the fam as much as I can. Right. Because every time I stray outside, it's always something. And I'm like, how many times am I going to go through this before I just stay in the lane that I know that, I feel comfortable in and that I can work with people that I trust and that deserve the opportunities, because it hasn't always been afforded to us. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we got to look out for each other.
Yeah. What are you most proud of that you have accomplished so far? Since you've been working, as an actress, as a model, anything,
I think, oh man, honestly, it's just to hear anyone say that I have inspired them to do something. Yeah. Especially if it's been something that they've been ruminating on, and just, whether it's because of self-doubt or just sheer laziness or whatever it is that
it
they
can be something
as
small as that. Yeah, that makes you feel.
They're like, oh, I haven't been to the gym in like forever, and like I watched your video, and like now I've started working out, or I tried what you did in that video, or I've decided to like try to wear my hair like this, or whatever, any little spark of inspiration that I can give somebody, because that's the true immortality.
Right, it is.
To me, to have your spirit, your essence pass on through somebody through their actions, and then it's like a leapfrog thing, you know what I mean? It just like it keeps going. Right. So I think that's just so powerful, and I love that. For the smallest thing, even, it doesn't have to be like, you changed my life, I'm naming my baby after you, and like all of this stuff.
Yeah, for the smallest thing, right.
But yeah, seriously. Yeah, that's what it's about. That's really what it is about.
Definitely. Are you still singing?
In my shower. I'm actually, and I'm talking to this fellow who's playing a show at the end of March. I'm definitely speaking prematurely right now because I haven't even sent him the demo of me singing yet. But I recorded something a little bit ago, and I'm in the market for a vocal coach. Okay. So I can kind of go back to my roots there. But I'm possibly going to be, singing with someone soon. Yeah. So I can get back into that, because I do love to perform on the stage in that way. Yeah, but it's hard trying to juggle so many things. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. You have so many talents. It's like, all right, modeling, actress, singing.
Why not? Listen, I gotta take over this world. Okay, I get one life. We trying to make the most of it every second. Hence my insomnia. Yeah. But I spent the most time, I think, doing that, exploring that, the singing when I was younger.
Okay.
So it's not as like, oh my God, I need to do this right now, because I got to feel that fulfillment from that part of me. It's never going to like go away. And it's not something that I'm just going to be like, oh, I used to be a singer. Like, I will always be a singer. I don't care if I haven't put anything out. I am a singer. But I want to focus on these other things right now. Yeah. Because I haven't, really put the time in for them yet, and I think they deserve the attention.
Do you do any writing, like poetry, anything like that?
Not anymore.
You seem like a type of person who do like spoken word and poetry.
Oh, that would be fun.
The way you just, express yourself and everything.
When I was younger, and you know what's funny? I'm like such a cheeseball, like Dr. Seuss, Edgar Allan Poe type, like stanzas that rhyme type of poet. And I'm very methodical in like the syllables, like and the way that it punches. Like it's very rhythmic for me. But I haven't really explored that too much. I definitely enjoy hearing spoken word for sure. There's a lot of soul behind that, and then the ties with like hip hop, obviously, and rap culture. Yeah. So I dig it, but I don't do it.
What kind of music do you like?
Oh my gosh, I love everything. Yeah, I love everything. I love,
if you're driving in a car right now.
Right now.
What do you put it on?
I'm probably listening to a lot of Cardi, TBH.
Okay.
But I love everything. I love jazz for myself.
It depends what mood you're in, I guess.
It does, absolutely. I always find a lot of comfort though for like my own singing stuff too. I love country music.
Okay.
I'm a huge Dolly Parton like fan. There's something too that the lyrics are so simple, and it's about such simple life, but that's what makes it so like attainable for everybody. Just because we all know like that. That person that just like was so trifling and like I'm hurt right now. And we can all relate to that. You know what I mean? It taps into something. But I love weird music. I love FKA Twigs. I love electronic stuff. Yeah. I love soundscape stuff where there's no one singing. Yeah. The sounds of birds and waterfalls and stuff like that. Like that's music too. Wow. So yeah, all of it. I was a music major in school.
Oh really?
I was. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So I fell in love with actually South Indian music. I had one professor, and it Yeah, I'm
trying to figure out how does that sound.
So random. But beautiful kind of concert music, and like even in the most formal settings, still kind of this interesting communal thing. You're sitting around in a circle. You've got your socks and your shoes off. You're sitting cross-legged with this double-headed drum in your lap, and you're tapping. And the dexterity that it takes is just like the tips of your fingers and like your wrists, like popping it, and you make this whole like chorus of sound that fills a concert hall. And it was pretty cool. Like taking different types of music, being at the school that I went to. It's pretty renowned for that program, at least.
Yeah. What school was that?
It's called Wesleyan.
Wesleyan, okay.
Yes, it's in Middletown, Connecticut.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that was... I'm a super musical person, as I said. That's why I don't feel like, oh my God, why am I not singing right now? Because it's just been, a part of me in a big, big way for a while.
Okay.
But yeah.
So if you had a piece of advice to give to someone who's trying to, you do so many things, so who's trying to get into modeling, acting, or anything like that, what would it be?
Never give up. And
don't think too hard.
Right? I'm just like, just do it. Honestly, just do it. That was one, like I had one counselor, and we were just like talking through me being stuck and not being able to live my life and do the things that I knew that I needed to do, the simplest of tasks. And what he said was that you are too inside of your head. You need to verbally manifest this. You need to literally say, just do it. Right. I know Nike's like
Nike.
Crying right now.
I was just thinking about that, so I was like, Nike.
Ew. I'm about to buy some Nike like boxing shoes right after this anyway. But you just have to just look at yourself in the mirror and just be like, just do this. Like you've got this. Yeah. And believe in yourself. Yeah. Yeah. Just go for it. You don't have anything to lose.
Right.
And all to gain.
Yeah.
And it takes time. Just know that as well. you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's so worth it when you put the work in.
Definitely agree. So before we go, you have to let people know how to get in contact with you.
Yes.
Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, websites, telephone number, all
Oh
that
my
stuff.
goodness.
I mean, just let them know because some
Yeah,
people, you know, they heard you speak today, so
Yeah,
they
yeah.
might want you to be their personal trainer. They might want you
Yeah.
to be their motivator, all that stuff. So
Yeah.
let them know.
Or your friend too. I love having friends.
There you go.
All right. Well, you can look me up on Instagram. Currently, my handle is Hagatha HAGATHA_Christie CHRISTIE.
Wow.
2.0. I know it's so weird, but
2.0?
it's a 2.0. Yeah, because I deleted the first one.
That's what I was wondering. I was like, I wonder if there's two of them.
Oh my goodness.
Or maybe someone had your name and
I
hashtag
mean,
and you had to do it 2.0.
No, I just, it was a night. And so we had to reboot and come up with the second one, but we're here to stay now. But that's my Instagram, Hagatha_Christie 2.0. Shaniqua Kershaw at yahoo.com. That's pretty much it for now. That Facebook is so, like, who's on Facebook
Yeah,
anymore?
I know. I mean, people, like,
You know?
I guess it's more of a family thing now, family and friends.
I think so, or a professional.
Professional,
like a non-creative professional.
Right.
You know,
Whenever I post up on Instagram, I just let it go to Facebook too, because some
Right.
people who are on Facebook, a lot of my family, the older,
Right.
you know, people who are not really too tech savvy or,
Right.
you know, not to Instagram,
Yeah.
they still see whatever I'm posting
Right.
on other social media. So
Yeah.
it
And
still
I do
gets out
that-
to everybody, you know.
I do that with the appropriate content.
Yeah,
as well.
I was going to say sometimes too, it depends on whatever I post on Instagram. I don't
not
want to
put it on auto, like, you know,
Auto,
where you
yeah.
can just be like, put everything from the Instagram on.
Yeah.
No, you better uncheck that box.
Yeah. Well, it's a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you, Nesta.
Yes, I wish you success moving forward.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, this wraps up another episode of Face to Face. Yours truly, Nesta Can. Take care and God bless.
Bye.